just a friendly disclaimer. We're not a medical advice. We do not subscribe to medical advice. We are sharing information to enhance your life, to enhance your mental health. And again, this is just a friendly disclaimer. Anything concerning our videos is not intended for a medical professional. It does not replace any medical professional advice. Please seek your medical professional team for anything concerning your mental health, physical health. Again, we are here for you.
Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to the Pitstop. We made it. It's Wednesday. Glad to have you aboard. It's the mental health check-in tonight, and I am the Grand Queen, producer, founder of the Just Stop It Show, a mental health podcast advocator, and here we are tonight at our mental health check-in tonight. So please, don't be alarmed. We're just coming in tonight. It's actually usually coming early, but it's okay. This is still the perfect time. It's the mental health check-in. Mental health check-in is good anytime, all day, every day. So those of you who are watching tonight, just pass on through and share what your day has been like. Share with us on, actually, this is mental health awareness. This is actually mental illness awareness week. And there's so many things that we are aware of and so many things that we're not aware of. And we need you. We need each other to really help us to get to it, get with it, get through it, to help us increase and enhance, rather, our emotional wellness, our emotional intelligence. Some things we know and some things we don't. I always say, what do I know? I don't know anything until I find out. And we need you to help us to do that. We need each other. And we also have our other hot spots of the show tonight. And in my mind, listen, it's never too late. In my mind, we're always on time, in time for everything, because that's the way God made us. Sometimes life is not on a time schedule. We out here lifing, we out here adulting, and stuff happens. And that's a good thing. That's where we get to change the story. We get to share our stories, and we get to just level up some more. And that's what I love about time. Time is always there, and we always have time to get to it. So we have our phenomenal, our own, the opulent one, Shannon Grace Chappelle, in the house tonight, our host tonight. Hey, Shannon.
Hey, how are you?
Ooh, child. As my parents used to say, trying to make it, but you say, don't be trying, just get to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So here we are, getting to it. Pushing along. Pushing is true. Sometimes we got to shimmy a little bit, huh?
Yep.
Just shimmy a little so we can get up.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Yeah,
scoop.
shimmy.
Roll.
I tell you, especially up a hill, that part.
Yes.
Especially up, sometimes we get those hills and mountains, and you're like, wow, how do I get up there? How do I get there? In that place. And sometimes you just don't know till you get to it. And you thank God for the sources of help and support. Engagement. That's been in my brain since we talked about that last week. And a lot of things have happened this week, Shannon, that you shared with us on last week about how to engage. That the bottom line is engaging.
Yeah.
To do stuff, you got to engage. For things to happen, you have to engage. And sometimes you're like, wow. Sometimes you don't want to, or maybe there's some fear behind it, or maybe there's maybe not even fear, but just caution.
Yes.
And However, I have to say, when you get the right support, all of that is quelled. The caution and the fear, all of that is quelled. And you're like, wow,
Yeah.
glad I got the support. Thank God for the support. And then you could actually engage in the things that need to happen. So yeah, that's what I thank God for us. I thank God for you guys, because engagement has become my middle name on this week. And moving forward, I'm gonna share with you guys as we bring on Trey Wiz, our media producer, that apple who doesn't fall far from this amazing tree, actually who is a part of this amazing tree. Trey, our very own Trey Wiz, Trayvon in the house.
Hey everybody, what's up, y'all?
Media
Hey.
producer. Hey Trey. Glad to
Trayvon.
see you.
Let me first off say I'm glad to see y'all too. Let me say first of all, I'm glad that you didn't tell a lie and say that we had a technical difficulty or anything like that. I'm glad you was honest and transparent. Because y'all, whoever watches this, whatever you do, I have fell asleep. I have my phone charging, and as proof, my phone pack, my little charging pack is fully charged. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad that
Listen,
my aunt woke me up. So shout out to my
absolutely.
aunt Kim for shouting
Yes,
my
thank you,
name
Auntie Kim.
down the steps and saying how you doing the show. Cause
Yes,
yeah,
thank
thank
you,
you to
Auntie
her.
Kim.
We are live
Absolutely.
tonight. So yeah, how are y'all though?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're
Good. How
good.
are you?
So far,
Okay,
so good. We're just
okay.
glad that
Good.
you're okay, though, Trey. Because stuff
Yeah,
happens in the moment. And
yeah,
and it's the mental health check-in. We got a
yeah.
lot of things going on in our lives, and sometimes we I don't know, in my mind sometimes you feel like I think Ari shared this with me a couple of days ago. Like you feel like you're not present sometimes. You got so much going on, like you almost feel invisible. It happens. So you got to power up. You're not a machine. Even the computer got to power up. The computer got to shut down for a while, reboot it, certain things. So, but we are human. So, hey, you're good. I'm glad you had a chance to recover and restore. Some people don't think about recovering or restoring,
Yeah,
even saying, listen, I gotta rest. They're not
I was
honest.
thinking about it.
Yeah, they
I
gotta
was thinking
rest.
about it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. Yeah, I
I
want to
can
say
Exactly.
I'm well
understand.
rested, but I ain't want to. You know,
Yeah.
I want to say that I was well
Yeah.
rested, but I ain't want to be all. But yes,
Yeah.
Listen,
I did
I ain't
need
I
mad
that.
haven't.
at
I
you.
did need that.
Ain't nobody mad at you. For real,
Hey,
I
Trey.
did
It's
need that.
good
yeah.
that you
Yeah,
got that. It's a
Yeah.
yeah.
part
I
of it.
haven't
It's a part
felt.
of our mental wellness.
Yeah, I haven't
Hmm.
felt my. I wouldn't say haven't felt my exact best. This week,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I've been sleeping and stuff off and on. Just trying to get my body back to some type of level of good functioning. Okay.
I felt
Understood.
so
that.
Understood.
so I understand sometimes you depleted,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
really deplete in the moment, and shoot.
Mm.
I sure
Mm-hmm.
I remember working for a full week, more than 8 hours, and was standing outside, leaning up against the wall. Not at all. I was so
You
tired.
fall asleep in a strange place,
Not at
or
all.
on a bus, or something like
standing
that.
standing up. I got stuck.
Wow.
Be 5 stops away from where you supposed to got off of the
Oh my
metro.
God, that was the worst. And don't let
Oh
it be late.
man.
Don't let it be
Whatever.
late where you can't. You
Don't
got
let
somebody got to pick you up
For
from
real.
Pentagon,
in that word.
Pentagon City
Ah.
Mall or something.
I don't
Oh
have to
man.
Trayvon. You be at the end of the line too. People look at you.
Yeah.
People that got off, and
Why
here
am
you
I
are.
at the airport?
Why am I at the airport? Oh my God.
Why am I all the way down here?
Oh yeah.
Right.
For real.
I'm like,
Like
I
why am I in
know
another
what you mean.
neighborhood?
Why am
listen,
I at the
man,
airport?
listen, man. Shoot.
Airport. That's
Right.
fun when you wind up at the airport. You way
Yeah.
over. You way over
Because
the
Oh
because
my
stop.
God.
because when you
No,
leave
I was at
our
the end of the line. Trevor, I was
Wow.
at the end. I
what
was
what
at the
color
End of
end.
what
the
color?
line.
I was on the
Because the color
yellow.
matters. So I
Oh,
was
the
gonna say the
color
color
I was on the
matters.
yellow.
matters. Yeah.
And mind you, Professor and viewers,
Uh-huh.
this
Yeah.
is DC DMV Metro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't run
Oh.
all night long like New York and all that type of stuff.
Right,
So,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
you know,
Once you at the
What
end
is
of
it
the
like?
line,
12:30? I think 12 is
Oh,
it 12 or
I
okay,
12:30
think
right.
might be the
so.
latest.
Um,
Hmm.
I was on the yellow line, and you know, yellow when you go past King Street, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Now I'm supposed to get off at King Street. I was at Huntington.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow, you're far.
You want to
I'm
go
You're
sorry,
catch a
I'm sorry,
way
movie?
Professor. He knows the gravity of this. I
Yeah.
was all the way down. I
understood.
was all the way down at Huntington. The people
I
that
know
got
you're
on,
not
nobody
walking
was on the
home.
train. Nobody
Yeah.
was on the
Exactly.
train.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm
Oh
surprised they ain't
wow.
cut the lights out on me.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got
You know
we.
you were tired then. You were tired when
I
you
was
working those
tired.
hours. Yeah, yeah.
I was
Cause
tired.
it's a
Now
lot going.
I messed around and had my face up against my head tilted against the window in
Oh,
my
Yep.
pillow.
On a quiet
oh,
ride, a
you know,
smooth
I'm
ride.
telling you, that's
Mhm.
some good sleep though. That's some good,
That
good
that
sleep
is.
because the ride lulls you to sleep. So I
But the
Yeah.
understand. I
feeling is the worst
understand.
though. When you get snatched
Yeah.
about your sleep and you were supposed to have been somewhere or
You,
been doing
you,
something,
you
Uh
that's
huh.
the
like,
And
worst
you
trying to
ah,
scramble and
yes.
man.
And
yeah,
you're on a platform too. That's a great. You're on a
yeah,
platform you're not used to, and then don't let
yeah.
it be. Oh gosh, I know we're having fun, but I have to say this. Let me tell you, you have some platform, especially when you get into DC and deep into Maryland too,
Uh-huh.
Okay,
that you
Hmm.
really
okay,
don't.
okay.
If it's
You don't want
nighttime,
to be
you
there.
really don't want
Okay.
to. No, no, ma'am.
You do
You
not
really
want to
don't want
be
to
in
be.
certain
Oh
areas.
yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you
That's
have to
like in New
stay.
York. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you have
like
to
in New
stay
York.
where
Yeah,
the light is because you
Oh
can look
yeah.
all the way
Yeah.
down there, and there's
Mm-hmm.
seating down
Mm-hmm.
there. But that's not where the train stopped. But and it stopped. You
yeah,
Exactly.
better be alert.
Wow.
You
yeah.
know.
Wow.
You ever
Wow.
seen the movies where there's like one light that illuminates the whole panel, the whole platform?
Yeah,
If you go
yeah,
down a little further,
yeah.
all the other lights busted out and
Oh,
they're
oh
blinking and
wow.
flickering.
Oh my
Yeah, so you
goodness. That's
safe
a
right
movie
by where you
moment.
can, right by where you load your cards up at. You safe right there. But if you go a little further, then it might be risky for you. So,
Let me tell you
Wow.
something.
Wow.
Hey, look,
Wow.
Professor, really quick. We love New York now. We love
yeah,
New York.
Let me tell you, it's winter
yeah,
here too.
But let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have no random train, where you can go down and get the train by alleys and all that type of stuff.
yeah, like how it
Mm-hmm.
cuts
It's
off
on
the
Mm-hmm.
street and other stuff. Yeah, it's
it's
really
on the
like
street.
specific on where they like place it
And
when you go down.
my
And,
husband,
Wow.
last time I was up
Wow.
there, my husband and I were up there, and we were like, we gonna look and see what's down there. And
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I said,
Yeah,
I
All
ain't
right.
going down there. I get the devil down there. It's all dark down there. I ain't going down there.
yeah,
Certain
yeah,
Ain't no
places you don't
saying,
want to
no
be
telling.
either. Exactly.
Ain't
exactly,
no
Certain places in
telling.
New York. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
exactly.
if
Even
you're
The
in the
from if
Bronx.
you're from that city, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I do realize if you're from that city,
how to
where you
navigate,
go,
you
where
know.
you don't go, and
Yeah,
how to
Exactly.
navigate.
Exactly. You better know. You better know.
yeah,
But listen,
you,
listen, so we learn from those experiences where to
you gonna
go.
wake up and
Even
you gonna wake.
sometimes today you don't want to be in certain parts of New York and certain in the daytime.
Yeah,
Even in the daytime, you don't want to be there
yeah.
unless you
you,
passing through on a vehicle. You don't even want to walk past. You don't even want to walk through, and you
Nah,
make sure if you're in
you
the
gonna
vehicle, lock your doors. I'm just saying, don't
lock
close
your
uh-huh.
nothing, window, nothing. Just
windows
lock
up.
up and keep it moving.
Everybody got one of them spaces now. Well, I don't care what
Yeah,
neighborhood
we
you
all
live
do.
in.
Whether you want to
Exactly.
admit it or not,
It's
you'll be
everywhere.
somewhere.
Exactly.
You'll be somewhere and wake up and all your clothes and your purse missing. You just got one sock on.
And your
Hey,
shoes. How about that? And your shoes
why am
now.
I at the airport?
I love that one. Why am I at the
Talk about
airport? I love that meme. Why am I
you
at the
don't understand
airport?
here.
Yeah, why am I at the
Right.
airport? For real.
Seriously
Where are my
though.
shoes?
You done,
Seriously though.
you done went six
Yes.
stops past your stop.
For
Yep.
real.
That was
It's been
detrimental.
that kind of week. It has
But
been
Hmm.
that kind of
it's
week. And
crazy.
you just gotta just stop and just say, as we say, just stop it. We just gotta just stop it. And it's a how to.
Yeah.
Power up, power nap, pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, for
And in New
real.
York, we
Or you
say,
be in the airport.
see something, say something.
Yeah.
You'll be why am I at the airport? Why am I at the airport?
Right
I gotta
now.
use that meme. Why am I at
Like
the
be like,
airport?
Yeah.
no, all
Like
your
what is
bags be
happening
sitting there
here?
going. Why am I at Arlington National Cemetery?
Oh, that
Right.
one.
Foggy
Oh my
bottom.
God.
Foggy bottom.
Oh
What is
my
this?
God.
Why do you have to even have this
Wow.
metro stop? What is this?
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
cemetery, the National
Which
What is
one is it
Cemetery.
that yeah, that's the one I think that gets foggy at nighttime too. Not only
Yeah,
foggy bottom
yeah.
because it's literally a foggy area, but it's one of them. Did you see little misty stuff coming in,
Yeah.
rolling across the
Oh,
ground like Halloween and you
Like
know?
oh
something, like
wow.
something not coming.
Yep.
Like something
Mm-mm.
Wow.
coming. I
That's
Yep.
a
don't remember
movie
seeing
moment.
Nothing should be coming but the train. Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the
it.
airport.
Man,
Right. Where am I at the
you
airport?
look and you be like,
Well,
wait,
I'm
where's my
at the
train? Where's my
airport.
train?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen,
Yeah.
viewers. This is a good one tonight, viewers. Big Sister Margaret, and things for those who were waiting and stuff like that. We're gonna be hollering at you on Sunday. We coming at you on Sunday. We got a good one Sunday. Actually, for the month of this October, for Sunday, I believe the 13th, and then the alternate Sunday, not the Sunday following, but I
Mm-hmm.
believe it'll be October 13th, Sunday, October
Yes.
13th, and Sunday, October 27th, 8 p.m. to 9:30. So
Hmm.
we have an extended play, and we're gonna be talking about grief. We're going to be talking about the dynamics of grief,
Yeah.
bereavement,
Mm-hmm.
and this is we're offering support of each other, self-care and self-help, and we're gonna talk about it because we need to talk about it, because there's so many bells and whistles to it. There's so many people who are struggling with it, not even to have a conversation. So we want to bring awareness to the different feelings and experiences that people go through when they lose someone, or when someone is going through something and may think that they're going to lose them, but sometimes they may not lose them physically, it may lose them mentally, it may lose them emotionally. there's so many there is so many different things, and we're going to talk about the dynamics of grief, and we got the amazing team that's going to be joining us and bringing more awareness to it. And that is The Poet Has Spoken, and the Galaxy of Poet family is going to be joining us. You guys want to just hit us up on more of that, and then the disclaimer, because we were just having so much fun,
Yeah.
trying to bring in.
Yeah, I got you
We
on that.
forgot
That's
the
not a problem.
disclaimer.
I
You
got
can
you on that. I'll
relate.
pull it up right now. All
Yeah,
right, as
we
a
forgot
friendly
the
JTI
disclaimer.
disclaimer, everybody, the information in this video is not intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content is to be considered as such. Like I tell you all the time, we're mental health advocates that are here for you. So the last thing I want anybody on this platform to be is led astray by anything we say or sued, led astray or sued by anything that you say.
Oh, listen, we ain't
Because we
having
do
none
not
of
want to be
that. They ain't
pushing.
none of that.
No, we do not want to
No.
be pushing. Yeah, so
Mm-mm.
we do not want you to be
Mm-mm.
deterred from true medical professionals. We are not
Absolutely.
medical advisors or anything of that nature. We are just
Absolutely.
mental health advocates. So you know,
And definitely, nothing,
Absolutely.
nothing is good or better. This is just our platform. I
yeah,
like to call it the safe space for
yeah,
you to
Absolutely.
say you can unload, but there comes a limit to that, and you do need to seek professional help when you need it, and
yeah.
find a good therapist. Whatever
Hmm.
route you get your I don't want to say medication plan, but sometimes it involves that too, if needed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what
That's a
comes
part of
with
your
it. Yeah.
safety
Um,
plan, your
the
mental health
level,
safety plan.
yeah,
Absolutely.
the mental health
Mm-hmm.
safety plan and everything
Mm-hmm.
else. I can go on and on and on. But again, you just said the disclaimer, but I'm just reiterating too that you must seek additional or help, and you can use
Hmm.
this platform and others like it. Like the Galaxy, is the Galaxy of Poets is a mental health platform as well, like ours.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
they say the same message, in their broadcast as well. But please, please, please go and seek proper mental health care and get yourself a plan going. That's all I want to
Exactly.
say.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nothing wrong
And
with
that
that.
safety, and creating a mental health safety plan. That's a good start, because sometimes things
Yes.
happen and maybe you need to journal it, write down some things, particularly if you have a heavy, it doesn't matter whether your schedule is heavy or not. It's a part of your phenomenal self to care for you, to be able to move to the next level, to be able to just move to the day for that matter.
Yes.
So sometimes you may create start out with a small safety plan, like how you get up in the morning, what brings you grief in the day, certain things that
Mhm.
people say to you, how do you maneuver from within your house
Mhm.
and outside of your home
Hmm.
to the workplace, to
Mhm.
the school place, within your community. Make a chart, start to chart those things and put in, implement like a plan on how to handle certain things that really
Uh-huh.
bring too much pressure on you. And that's okay, because certain types of pressure is good, but when it just takes you like overboard, it takes you over the cliff,
Mhm.
it's not good. So it's
Yeah.
okay to have a safety plan. And this is a safe space, just like Shannon said, for you guys to come and for everybody to come and learn,
Yes.
learn and teach. We teach as we learn, and we learn as we teach. And that's a
Hmm.
good thing. We
I
help
have a
each other to
question too
recognize
when
the
you're done.
signs.
Yeah, and I want to
Absolutely.
say something as well.
And so
Well, you can
we're
go
here
ahead
to
first,
help
Mama.
reduce the stigma and
Okay.
encourage support. So that's why
Hmm.
we're here. What you guys say?
Well,
Go
you
ahead,
know
Mama.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say very quickly. Yes, a safety plan is just that, for you to maintain, because when you're going through, therapy, you're going through maybe a hospitalization, or something like that with your mental health, all of the coping skills that you may have been taught in those sessions, it can seriously go out of the window when you're in the midst of crisis. So the safety plan, a good proper safety plan, it really is created along with your doctors, your psychiatrists, or your therapist, or whoever you're seeing, along with you, because it's for you, of
Absolutely.
what to identify, what can you self-identify as a decline maybe in your mental health, and it could be a small thing that you
Hmm.
can't
Absolutely.
you're not doing self-care as far as your hygiene, for example, or something like that. um, Sometimes that's a sign of being in a mental health crisis. So for
Mm-hmm.
you to be able to examine it and have it on paper, it also has numbers you can call, in case
Hmm.
you need to speak with someone, in case you feel that something called suicidal ideation, if you're experiencing that, that you can
Yeah.
Exactly.
immediately call. You have the phone number is on there of that person, the name of that person, and also it's a plan too that is easy, to read if other people need to be able to
Hmm.
review that safety plan and call somebody or whatever on your behalf too. So I just really
Exactly.
wanted to give a really, really good definition of what that safety plan is. But again,
Exactly.
um, you know, let me just say it one more time. It is a plan that you put together with your mental health professional, along with you or your team, to identify the things that you need to look out for.
Exactly.
So that's what that is, and they will give you, a good place will definitely give you, put together a safety plan for you, and especially if you had hospitalization for your crisis, you will go home with the safety plan, because by then,
Absolutely.
I guess they're hoping that you're better. If you're being discharged, they'll sit down and they'll do that, and you keep that safety plan on you. You keep that
Hmm.
safety plan with you somewhere in the house, so you'll know. Because when you're in the middle of crisis, sometimes you're not thinking clearly. This is just an extra
Exactly.
safety net for you, and so
Exactly.
that's just one of the methods and one of the tools and stuff that seeing a professional person, professional mental health, licensed therapist or psychiatrist or whatever it is,
Yeah.
team,
Hmm.
or your team. You might have more than one person in charge of your care, your team.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly. Exactly.
uh, that's what that is. Again, you can only really work up a good plan with your mental health provider. So I just wanted to say that,
Exactly.
just to make it a little clearer to
Oh
what
yeah.
that safety plan is.
Right.
And that's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Shannon. Excellent. Excellent
You're welcome.
resources. Excellent source of
You're
support.
welcome.
And for those who are listening, please take heed. And if you have to play this back over and over again to write down stuff to remember, please don't hesitate. You can download you can download our videos at YouTube at JTIRE1, I believe it is, Form 1. Please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate, because something, you may not want to leave it to memory. You can always download our sources. And for those in the workplace, Mental Health America at MHA, Mental Health America online. For those in the workplace, they have an excellent 2024 crisis resources and other sources for those in the workplace. And we will continue to bring you some more ongoing information as things change. We cannot do without you. We love you like no other, as God does. Trey, what you say?
Let me go ahead and bring you out for with our disclaimer. Give me one moment. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
All right. So again, everybody, as a friendly JCI disclaimer, the information in this video is not intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content is to be considered as such. Uh, we don't want you to be led astray. We don't want you to be pushed in a different direction that's not suitable for you. These are just words of advice, just transparent experiences. So we do not want you to take anything we're saying and think or figure, oh, I don't need a doctor. I don't need to go to this therapist. I don't need to check out this therapy session. I don't need to check into this medication for myself. I don't need to do this or do that. So that's the last thing we want you to do. This is the safety net before the fall, is what I've heard the show be called or referenced towards before. It's to catch you before you hit rock bottom. So something about what
Exactly.
we're saying, something about the transparency, something about the subject matter is supposed to do something for you before you get to that point. Because everybody's seen some type of dark day or rock bottom before, but we're trying to catch you before you get to that point. So that's
Absolutely.
the friendly
Absolutely.
JTI disclaimer. Now, the schedule has changed. So we have every Wednesday. So we're always doing the pit stop from 7:30 to 8 p.m. That's dubbed as the mental health check-in. And then every other Sunday, we're going to be under the title of the name of our main show, which is Just Stop the Shows on Sunday. From these are going to be from 8 to 9:30 p.m. because we're getting to a heavy subject, which is regarding grief. So that's a subject that we feel like needed an extension of time. So I encourage everybody to be there because everybody has dealt with some type of form of grief. So
Yes.
that is from 8 to 8:30 for this show. We're gonna skip a Sunday. Then that next show, both of those shows are gonna be from eight to 9:30 p.m. And I also wanted to really quickly, I wanted to shout out to one of the neighborhood family friends that passed yesterday.
Oh,
So I wanted to shout out to
wow. To
Mike.
the
Mike
family.
Stewart is what everybody around the area knows him as.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
that's somebody who lost his father only probably about a month and a half ago. He's like 48,
Oh,
49. So he
wow.
lost his dad about a month ago, and depression. Those dark
Oh,
days that I mentioned. I believe
hmm.
personally that it was using alcohol to try to cope with the fact that you lost your father the way you
Self
did.
medicate.
Um,
Yeah, self
and yeah,
medicate.
so I really think that's what took things over the edge. So I'm happy to have known him as long as I have. All the laughters and
Absolutely.
and and great moments and great music that we enjoyed around each other. I'll never
Absolutely.
forget that. So I just wanted to shout him out as somebody who
Absolutely.
had recently moved on. So
Absolutely.
yes.
And we
Hmm.
pray for the family, and we understand, because these upcoming days, we're talking about the end game, not just the dynamics of grief, and the healing part is how to heal.
Exactly.
Self-medicating, it happens to us all. The thing is,
Hmm.
our experiences, our personal journeys and insights, it's the healing part. How do we heal, and how do we even know we're healing, and when do we heal? So we are looking forward to answering those questions, and hoping that people are able to answer and bring some questions and answer their own questions. So please, family, you guys pass through. The month of October is going to be phenomenal, and forthgoing November and forthgoing. So listen, we'll be looking out for you guys, and we just pray for all who are passing through grief, and we're looking out for healing for the most part. That's the end game. That's the goal, is healing, right?
I hear that.
Healing those invisible scars, right? So here we go. We out. See you guys on Sunday. Love you guys much. And we gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Be
much
all
love.
right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, much love.
Absolutely.
It was a good show. It was a quick little fun interaction today, so I enjoyed and appreciated that.
On time,
Yeah,
for real.
I appreciate them type of days. I definitely do.
And we appreciate you. We appreciate you. And now we know we all need a power nap, no matter what.
And plug your phone up if you have something to do.
That's right.
If you got something on the schedule, plug your phone up fully. Make sure it is not on vibrate, so you don't have days like this where you push things behind. But I'm glad we got it out the way, and I'm glad we was able to check.
Yeah. So we can avoid. Why am I at the airport?
Yeah, why am I at the airport?
Doing there. Who's that noise? Why am I at the graveyard?
Right now.
Where the people at?
Exactly.
Where's everybody?
Exactly.
Did they go home? Did they travel?
Exactly.
It's good. It's good. Love you guys.
All
In
right,
a while. All right now, family.
All right.
Care.
Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. All right, Mama. Thank you.
All right, you too. Take care.
All right. Thank you. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry, and I apologize again for oversleeping. That is my fault, but I'm glad we were able to check in. Please make sure that you tune into this upcoming Sunday, because we will be speaking with the poet and his team. The Galaxy has spoken. I'm excited to hear some of his viewpoints on the subject of grief. It's something that we all deal with or will eventually deal with. So I'm excited to hear some of his words. He was on one of our previous shows, and I really enjoyed his take on things, the way he explains things, the way he breaks things down. So I'm excited to have him and his team along on the show. So catch us 7:30 to 8 p.m. every Wednesday on the Pitstop, a day like today, and you will catch us every other Sunday. So this Sunday coming up, we're going to skip a Sunday, and then that following Sunday, we'll be back on the show. So be sure to tune in on YouTube. It's JTI Reform 1. You can catch us on there on our live tab. You can catch any of the streams that we have. So any tips or suggestions that you have on how we can improve, how we can do better, please shoot it our way. Please inbox somebody. You can find me on Facebook or TikTok or whatever, and reach out and give a suggestion or a tip. I would love to hear it so I can figure out how to improve the show as a producer. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.